Morehead State Volleyball coach Jaime Gordon here with us on MSUEagles.com. And Coach, it's time for a new year. Everyone's in town and getting ready for preseason camp, and that's the time where you really find out what your team is made of. Talk to us about the important things going into fall camp this year.
Well, we're excited. We've got a lot returning from last year's squad. We return our whole ball control core, defensive core. Now we did graduate some critical people, but we've also got some exciting new Eagles joining us. We have 4 freshmen, and then transfer Alex Fitzmars that had to sit out last year. She'll be ready to go, and so we'll have 5 new Eagles joining a very strong 7 returners.
One player that made the decision to come back for her 5th year is Erin Bohannon, a talented player who plays never comes off the court pretty much. She plays in all 6 rotations and is a key element. I know you have to be really happy with having Erin back and in the mix again this year.
Yeah, Erin brings so many different components to the court, both on and off. She's probably one of the most well-rounded players that I've had an opportunity to coach. Solid ball control and serve receive, resourceful outside, has been at the top of our conference in serving and aces per set, is continually growing as a blocker. So she's a complete player, and being able to have her back with her on-court and off-court leadership is going to be something that will be key to our success this year.
At the setter position this year, Colby Cameron is a junior now and has kind of been the understudy to some great setters here in the last couple of years. But given her experience, and what will you see and what would you hope for from Colby this year?
Well, Colby's worked so hard in the off season, and while she did play some different roles, I think a lot of our fans recognize what she's been able to bring to the floor, both her freshman and sophomore years. Last year she played a little bit more of a defensive responsibility, but stepped in and set for us in a lot of critical situations. And that's one of the things I think that's real bright for her, is that she's a clutch player. Even her freshman year, she came in about 3 different critical conference matches on the road, stepped in and led our team to victories. So we're excited to have her out there, and also we're going to have some she's going to have a great setting partner in Bailey Nickel, who will be a freshman, but another talented volleyball player as well.
You mentioned defense a minute ago, and having the luxury of having what could very well be the best defensive core in your time here back, and 2 seniors, Leslie Shellhouse, Lindsay Roth on the back row. That just has to be something that you're really excited about on defense this year.
Yeah, it is. Both of those individuals are phenomenal defensive players, but it's been really neat to see both of them kind of grow and mature as players, as teammates, and they've just really anchored that part as a strength of our program. And then when you add to that people like Erin, Courtney Smith that will be able to likely play a 6 rotation for us. It's been a while since we've had 2 outsides that could play all 6 rotations at a very high level, and then also add into there two more freshmen, Stacy Silver and Hope Relema, both great defensive and ball control players. So it's going to be fun to watch what we can do defensively out on the court this year.
Jaime Gordon, head volleyball coach at Morehead State, is our guest here on MSUEagles.com. Let's talk a little bit about the preseason schedule and what you guys do kind of on a day-to-day basis. And I know you throw in some fun things too to get them a little bit loose. And preseason camp is tough, but I know that you've got a schedule down, and everything you do is a process and to prepare the whole team for the rigors of the season.
Yeah, it is. It's a journey. Even the goals that we set, we really don't call them goals. We call them destinations. And really, the true goals that we establish throughout preseason and throughout the season is all on process. It's goals on getting better and creating strengths and minimizing weaknesses. But it's also a time to really create. Each year, each team has a different identity. There's different strengths, there's different components that make it a very unique squad. And preseason is an opportunity to discover those, to see what we're going to work at, what that identity is going to be, and ultimately a successful preseason is going to come from two components, and I have all the confidence that we've got that: passion and hard work. And if you combine those two things, you're going to be able to accomplish a lot. And I think all of our players, including our staff, really bring that to the table.
We're here in Weatherby Gym, and home of the greatest fans maybe in the Ohio Valley Conference, and I know that everyone's getting excited, all the parents, all the friends, all the alumni, everyone getting excited. Just talk about the great support from a wide variety of people. It's not just filling the seats in here in Weatherby Gym and during games, but the whole volleyball family that is Morehead State Volleyball.
We're blessed. There's no doubt. From our immediate families, from players and our own families as staff, but just the community, the administration, from people all the way up to Dr. Andrews, and really that's where it all starts. It's that vision of being something special, of not just being ordinary. And we've got through our community, families and kids and professors and staff. It's a great family, as you said, and we're blessed. We appreciate having that support, but it's something also that we work really hard on, and we take a lot of pride in. And you couldn't ask for a better group to play for and to try to entertain.
Coach, good luck this preseason. We'll talk with you as camp progresses and as we get towards the first match of the year late in August.
All right. Thanks, Matt.